Welcome back to the channel. I'm Kale, and today I did exactly what I told myself I wouldn't do. Yesterday, I executed my plan flawlessly and walked away with a beautiful $450 green day. Today, I gave back every single dollar of it. My plan was to take today completely off and wait for Wednesday's NVDA catalyst, but I broke my own rules, traded while I was busy, and paid the ultimate price. I'm going to break down the exact account impact and the psychological trap I walked into right now. Let's look at the numbers. My core account balance was sitting at $5,300, just about that. And yesterday's win put me in a perfect position for NVIDIA earnings. But trading while distracted today has set me back on my quest to hit $100,000 by next February, right as my leave will be coming to an end. So here's what went down today. I traded while I was busy. I was like trying to get ready to do some other stuff, needed to leave. I ended up being up $200 in profit on a Tesla trade. And instead of taking that profit, shutting down the screens, I let greed take the driver's seat. And then I committed the ultimate trading sin. I manually went into my broker and removed both my take profit and my stop loss orders. And I went from a mechanical operator, just automatic machine, to a pure gambler in a matter of seconds. I ended up watching a green day turn into just a flush for the week, really for me mentally. And if you trade without a stop loss, the market will eventually make you pay for it. If you've ever committed this exact same trading sin just to watch the market punish you, hit subscribe right now so we can keep each other accountable. Now let's pivot to the charts because the market isn't going to wait for me to heal my psychological wounds. NVIDIA earnings are right around the corner, and the volatility is going to, I think, reshape the entire landscape for a lot of us. So I'll be mapping out my liquidity levels and frameworks right now across 5 specific names to prepare for that. So starting with NVIDIA, I'm just going to go top down from high time frames down to just like 24-hour probably. So I would like to see this stay above previous year high in order for us to get continued movement upwards. If we break below that, then we obviously have the yearly candle range in play. And candle range stays, you sweep one side of the range, then you're going to head down to the other one, which is previously a 662. I do not think that's going to happen. If anything, we probably get the previous month EQ, which would be about like 135.57 if we do happen to get a pullback at some point. So I'm not guessing, just anticipating. Here is the quarterly chart. You can see that previous year high breakthrough previous quarter high. So that is for now we're bullish. Monthly chart, we are close on this one to a sweep. So I definitely think we need to stay above previous month high of 218.80. Otherwise, we're going to see the lower end of that range at the 171.37, even hitting that bullish fair value gap at 168.80. In the weekly chart, we're just in the middle of that range right now of the previous week high and previous week low, sitting at 220, well, not 220.61. You'll see where we are. We're 221.54. So after last week's high, we have gotten a pullback last couple of days. I believe that the big money is dragging this down so they can get better entries before they catapult this thing on. I think it's going to happen on Thursday. They'll catapult it, but we'll see. Because if it breaks that 237.95, then we're in blue sky territory, and that means it's just endless potential move to the upside. So I will not be trading NVIDIA. I do not trade earnings. That's highly speculative, and I'm trying to protect my capital. So we'll move on to the Tesla chart. Just going to start on the 24-hour here. I was anticipating a pullback to 397. We got way below that. 393.63 was the low of today. And Tesla is where I messed up. So yesterday, let me actually drill down to the 1-hour chart. So yesterday, played this great. I got in right, let's see. I got in right about here. Okay, and then I rode it all the way down to the low, the 2 p.m. low, secured the bag and made about 450 on that. I told myself I'm gonna sit out on Tuesday because I have some other things I need to handle, and I ended up oh, let me just show you here. I ended up hopping into another put today, but I should not have done that because I did not get my candle range set up that I usually look for. So the 9 a.m. candle did not sweep the high of the 8 a.m. candle. So off top, I should have just been sitting out of that. And secondly, I hit all the levels that I wanted to. So that was greed already sitting in. I was like, oh, I want a little bit lower. I want previous year open at 390.10. I should have been out at this low of day right here at 398.62. Sorry, at 393.63. And if I had time to trade today, I actually would have taken calls off that low, but I was very distracted doing other things. I ended up giving all this back because I came back to the screen. Like I said earlier in the video, I canceled my orders for a stop loss, and I would have gotten out here, basically like break even. Instead, I got out all the way out here. So I lost all of yesterday's gains. So I'm not I'm upset about that, but I'm not deterred because I know what I'm supposed to do. It'd be different if I had no clue, but I know what I'm supposed to do. Need to stay disciplined. So I will continue to watch this, that gap down, and then another bearish imbalance. Oops, sorry, that was my alarm. Another bearish imbalance. Definitely is looking like there could be more downside, but I will not be touching anything until I have clear signals tomorrow. So I really want my trade setups there. Let's go over the meta chart. This has been just moving sideways for, let's see, since April 30th, we've just been in sideways mode. So I think I said this last video, this is going to make a huge move at some point, but we need to break previous week high or previous week low. We need to tap one of those sides for me to feel confident in entering a trade anything. Because right now the price action is super choppy, so not highly interested in trading this, but keeping it on the radar because when it moves, it moves. Next, I'm going to go on to Google. Let me just come back here, start with the yearly chart. As you can see, this thing flew past previous year high. I don't know a lot of people familiar with Chris Sane, but he was calling this out at like 100, like even like 80s. And if he had just been in a swing trade from then till now, that would have been a, let's see, like over, like well over 300% move, just buying and holding. So that is another lesson, is buy leaps and chill. You can see here again on the quarterly chart, blasted through it. We're in blue sky territory. Monthly, this is where it's getting a little like, we're going to get the pullback or what? Because we are sitting right above previous month high. If we get a sweep of that, I do think we're going to pull back at least to previous month EQ. Would love to get back down into previous month low, but we shall see what market has in store for us. We did get a nasty sweep of the previous week high range this week. So I wish I had been watching this. I had taken off my list from quite some time ago, but I need to keep that up high because when it does move like this, you can make some nice gains. So if previous month high doesn't hold, we will see previous week low and then head into this very large bullish fair value gap. And then a picture of the 24-hour chart in prep for tomorrow. You can see yesterday it was when we got that nasty sweep. We got a little pump up today, but ultimately sellers dropped this thing right back down. So I think if we can break that previous month high, we're gonna go to previous week low and then hit this 379.05. Lastly is ExxonMobil, ZOM. I talked about this on Sunday. I said this is like definitely on trajectory to hit that 166.24 level in probably previous month high. So this is already on the move. I'm just watching and anticipating that those levels be hit, and then we'll be reacting after that level because we could get a hard reject at that 168, and that'd be a pretty nice short from there. So if if like tech booms, then this will drop. But I think if NVDA has like so-so earnings, and really to me, the chart makes the news. I'm just saying like the market makers will use the news to drop NVIDIA, but in big tech, it's already due for pullback. So I'll be looking to see if NVIDIA rips and market rips, and then ZOM to pull back and vice versa. So that is what I'll be looking at going in tomorrow and Thursday and Friday. For me, this journey is about the discipline and execution it takes to grow a trading account and achieve true financial sovereignty. And that means putting the bad days on the screen right alongside the wins. I paid another heavy tax to the market today, but the process doesn't stop. I really appreciate everyone tagging along on this ride. So if you've ever pulled your stop loss or let a green day slip away because you were trading distracted, drop a comment below and let me know how you reset your mindset. Hit that subscribe button if you want to see if I can actually dust myself off tomorrow, stick to the frameworks, and protect the portfolio on the road to 100,000. Stay mechanical, protect your capital, and I'll see everyone in the next video.